Hi everyone and welcome to Inspired, your spot for inspiration and finance. Let's talk about something that I truly believe has the power to completely transform your life. It's the 9 rules of minimalism. Now I know what you are thinking, minimalism is just about owning fewer things, right? Well, that's a part of it, but it goes so much deeper than that. I will show you 9 minimalist rules that can help you clear not just your physical space, but your mind and soul as well. Let's get started. So rule number 9, own only what you love. This might seem obvious, but it's one of the hardest things to practice. The idea here isn't just to declutter for the sake of it, but to curate your life so that you are surrounded only by what truly brings you joy. Let's take Marie Kondo, the Japanese organizing consultant, as an example. She popularized the idea of sparking joy. A friend of mine applied this to his wardrobe. He had dozens of clothes, but none of them made him feel good. After he decluttered and kept only what he loved, his mornings became easier and he felt more confident every day. The things we surround ourselves with should elevate our life, not complicate it. Make your life easy. Rule number 8. Embrace intentionality. Minimalism is not about deprivation, it's about intention. It's asking yourself why you do what you do and whether it aligns with your core values. There is a story about an architect named John who built his dream home. Instead of making it as large as he could afford it, he designed it to be exactly what he needed. Nothing more, nothing less. He found that by being intentional in his design, he was able to create a space that felt perfectly him, reducing the overwhelm and maintenance that come with a larger home. Intentional living is about aligning your daily actions with your bigger life goals. Rule number 7. Simplify your commitments. This rule is about freeing up time and, most importantly, mental space by saying no to things that don't matter. You need to learn to say no. You need to learn to say no more often. A close friend of mine used to say yes to every social invitation, volunteer everywhere, and work projects. He was exhausted, stressed, and not really enjoying anything he was doing. He was like a robot pretty much. When he started practicing minimalism, he learned to prioritize his commitments. He now focuses on what truly matters to him, his family, his health, his art, and obviously his financial freedom. By simplifying his commitments, he found more joy and fulfillment in his daily life. Remember, every yes you say is a no to something else, and that else might be way more important in the long run. Choose wisely. Rule number 6. Digital declutter. Our digital lives are as cluttered as our physical spaces. Take time to minimize digital distractions. Look at your phone apps right now. How many of those you use at least once a week? It's gonna be a few, if that. There's this story about a tech journalist who realized he was spending more time managing his email than actually living his life. So he implemented a rule, inbox zero. By unsubscribing from unnecessary newsletters, turning off non-essential notifications, and scheduling email checks, he reclaimed hours of his day. Digital decluttering isn't just about deleting files, it's about taking control of your own attention. Here we come to rule number 5. Practice mindful consumption. We live in a consumer-driven society where buying more is the norm, but minimalism encourages you to buy less. And when you do buy something, you shall do it mindfully. Consider the buy nothing new movement, where people commit to not buying anything new for a year. They shop second-hand, trade, or go without. Participants often report feeling liberated from the constant pressure to consume something. One participant, Jane, shared how she gained a deeper appreciation for what she already had, and her impulse buying habits disappeared. Mindful consumption isn't about deprivation, it's about making choices that reflect your values. Rule number 4. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, which is a core principle of minimalism. Let's take Oprah Winfrey as an example. She has long credited her daily gratitude practices as one of the keys to her success. She writes down 5 things she's grateful for each day. It's simple but extremely powerful. A friend of mine started doing this during a tough period in her life, and she found that it shifted her mindset from feeling overwhelmed by what was going wrong to appreciating what was still right. And you always have things that are going right, no matter how tough your life is right now. Cultivating gratitude can transform your life by helping you see abundance rather than scarcity. Rule number 3. Focus on experiences, not things. Minimalism teaches us that happiness doesn't come from material possession, but from meaningful experiences. There's a well-known study by Dr. Thomas Gilovich, a psychology professor at Cornell University, which found that people derive more lasting happiness from experiences than from things. I remember a story of a couple who decided to spend their money on travel rather than upgrading their home with new furniture. They said the memories and experiences they gained were far more valuable than any new gadget or piece of furniture could ever be. Investing in experiences often leads to richer, more fulfilling lives. Remember that. Rule number 2. Live in the present. Minimalism is about letting go of the past and not worry too much about the future, so you can fully engage with the present moment. So here is a Zen story about a monk who carried an empty cup wherever he went, symbolizing the importance of being present and open to each moment. I know someone who applied this concept to their life by practicing mindfulness and meditation. They said it helped them stop ruminating on the past or worrying about the future, allowing them to enjoy and appreciate what's happening right now. Living in the present isn't just a minimalist principle, it's the essence of fulfilling your life. And here we come, rule number 1. Let go the need for perfection. Minimalism is not about creating a perfect life. It's about creating a life that's perfectly aligned with who you are. A person who I know well is an artist who used to be obsessed over every detail of his work, aiming for perfection each and every time. It was paralyzing. He realized that by letting go of the need for his work to be perfect, he was able to create more freely and with greater joy. His art became more authentic, and so did his life. Minimalism teaches us that life's beauty often lies in its imperfections. Remember, there is no such thing as a perfect life. Minimalism isn't just a lifestyle, it's a mindset. It's about creating space for what truly matters, letting go of what doesn't, and living a life that's deeply fulfilling, intentional, and authentic. If you start applying even one of these rules, you'll begin to see a shift. Imagine the possibilities when you embrace them all. Thank you for joining me today, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, stay mindful, stay intentional, and keep living simply. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.